All right, so your realtor told me you were interested in buying a house for around $500,000.
Yeah, super excited. I've heard there's so many incredible benefits to being a homeowner, and it's a great way to build your wealth. But I did want to know, what's the interest rate?
Well, you might have heard mortgage interest rates have risen pretty dramatically in 2022 for a number of economic reasons. Based on your credit score, down payment, loan product, and decisions with how much to pay an upfront cost, average rates are in the sixes and sevens right now.
Sixes and sevens? But my friend bought a house last year with a rate less than 4%.
Unfortunately, that was last year. A lot has changed.
Well, I don't know if I feel comfortable buying a house when the rate is that high.
Hey, I completely understand your concerns. There's a lot of attention on rate, and the rate does matter. I'm not saying it doesn't. But let me ask you something. What would you say is a rate that you'd be more comfortable with?
I don't know, maybe 4.5%?
Okay, let's use that number. And let's say you're comfortable waiting until the rate is closer to 4.5%. Now, maybe it's a year from now, maybe it's 2 years, maybe it's less, maybe it's more. Nobody knows for sure. But what I'm hearing you say is you would buy a house if your rate was 4.5%.
Yes, I would definitely do that.
Great, but I have another question. Do you think most buyers out there might be thinking similarly to you? That they won't buy a house until the rate is around 4.5%?
Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
It sure does, which means that whenever that happens and rates are lower, there will be more competition for houses. Your offer will have to be more competitive. You might have to waive your inspection. You might have to offer appraisal coverage. And you can forget about seller concessions. Those are going to be long gone.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but at least I'll be paying less per month, right?
Well, let's look at the numbers. When competition is higher, let's just say the price of the house goes up by 10%. You could buy a house today for $500,000, and let's just use your down payment of 20% and an interest rate of 7%. Your monthly loan payment will be $2,261. But then, if you wait until rates go down, that exact same house is now going to cost you $550,000. So now the monthly payment, we're going to use the same down payment and 4.5% interest rate, that's the rate you wanted, is now going to be $2,280. So it's $19 higher than it would otherwise be. And I want you to keep in mind, if you bought that house today, you can always refinance, but you'd still have the lower loan amount. So at the same 4.5% rate, that payment goes down to $2,027. That's more than $250 a month lower.
That's really interesting. I didn't realize that.
There's more. You already told me that you're excited to build your wealth. When you look at the long-term interest paid over 30 years, if you use the exact same interest rate, whether you purchase or refinance the home, buying the house now with the lower loan amount versus waiting and buying the house later with a higher loan amount is going to save you $91,000 over the course of 30 years. You think 30 years from now you could do something with that $91,000?
So let's talk about buying a house now?
Good choice. Let's do it.